Hey guys, let's review Samsung HW-Q70T. The Samsung HW-Q70T is good for mixed usage. This soundbar performs well with most audio content. Its well-balanced sound profile lacks a bit of sub-bass, which may be noticeable with bass-heavy music and movies. But it does offer sound customization features. If you are seeing this channel for the first time, please hit the subscribe button, right now. Its dedicated center channel makes it suitable for dialogue-heavy content like podcasts and TV shows. It also supports surround and Atmos content, but it won't provide the most immersive listening experience. Best thing that we noticed in this soundbar are 7-band graphic EQ with presets, very well-built design, and a good stereo sound profile. The Samsung HW-Q70T is a 3.1.2 setup from Samsung's 2020 lineup. It's the next version of the Samsung HW-Q70R from 2019, which also supports Dolby Atmos content. Unlike many other soundbars, it also has Amazon's Alexa voice assistant integrated into its design. Its main competitors are the Samsung HW-Q70R, the LG SN8YG, the Sony HW-G700, and the Sony HW-Z9F. Hope you are enjoying the video. Please support this channel by subscribing, right away. The Samsung HW-Q70T has a metal grille covering the top and the front of the bar, though it has a slightly different look than the metal grille on the Samsung HW-Q70R. The back and sides of the soundbar are covered with hard plastic. The sub for the Samsung HW-Q70T is mainly made of wood. There's a thin fabric covering the speaker on one side, which could easily rip or get dirty. The port is on the back. The Samsung HW-Q70T soundbar is a little less wide than the Samsung HW-Q70R. It likely won't fit between the legs of most 55-inch TVs. However, it's also not very tall, so it shouldn't block your screen unless your TV sits flush on the table. The subwoofer in the Samsung HW-Q70T setup is slightly smaller than the sub of the Samsung HW-Q70R. It's roughly the same size as a typical desktop PC. It's also wireless, so you can move the sub anywhere in the room. The back of the bar has two openings for the inputs and the power cable. On the top side, at the back middle of the bar, there are touch-style control buttons. If you want to mount the bar, you'll need to use the universal holes on the underside and the included brackets. The back of the sub is wood, except for the plastic port. There's also a pairing button in the bottom corner. This setup doesn't have any satellites. The Samsung HW-Q70T soundbar has a great build quality. The metal grille and hard plastic materials give the bar a solid, premium look and help to protect the speakers inside. However, the thin fabric on the sub may attract dirt and dust, and it feels like it could rip easily. The Samsung HW-Q70T soundbar has a very good stereo frequency response. It has a well-balanced sound profile that makes it suitable for most music genres and dialogue-heavy content. However, its bass doesn't extend quite as deep as the Samsung HW-Q70R or the Samsung HW-Q800T. So it may not reproduce the deepest thumps and rumbles found in bass-heavy music and movies as well. You can also use the 7-band graphic EQ to customize your sound. The Samsung HW-Q70T has a decent stereo soundstage performance. It sounds about as wide as the bar itself, but it doesn't do any tricks to make it sound wider than that. It has a good focus, so it's easy to pinpoint the location of objects in the stereo soundstage. The Samsung HW-Q70T can get loud and will be suitable for large rooms and crowded environments. At max volume, there's a little bit of compression in the bass and treble ranges, but you likely won't notice it with real-life content. The Samsung HW-Q70T's DHD performance is good. At a normal listening volume, there isn't a lot of distortion, so audio should sound pure and clean. However, at max volume, there's a slight jump in DHD, especially in the high bass range. However, this distortion is still within decent limits and is very difficult to hear with real-life content. This 3.1.2 setup has an excellent center channel performance. The Samsung HW-Q70T has a dedicated center channel, which results in a clearer and more accurate reproduction of dialogue found in TV shows and movies. It supports Atmos content, and it uses two up-firing speakers on the bar to bounce sound off the ceiling to give the illusion of height. However, it sounds a bit bright, and it doesn't sound as real as discrete localization created by down-firing speakers. The Samsung HW-Q70T has subpar sound enhancement features. There isn't a room correction feature, so the bar may sound different depending on the room you're in. If you don't like dramatic changes in the volume between commercials and the show you're watching, you may be disappointed by the lack of a night mode feature. Fortunately, you can customize the sound of the bar based on what you're listening to thanks to the 7-band graphic EQ and presets. The Samsung HW-Q70T has fantastic support for audio content over its HDMI ARC port. It supports Dolby Digital and DTS, which is great for watching movies and Netflix content. It also supports eARC, so you'll be able to play lossless surround formats as well. This soundbar has several of the most common inputs. Thanks to its HDMI ports, it can be used as a hub for different devices, such as your game console and your Blu-ray player. However, you won't be able to play audio directly from a USB or a connection. The interface is very simple. There's a small screen behind the metal grille. It displays the volume level in the input you're on. However, it's only a 4-character display, so you may need to wait for some messages to scroll to fully display. The controls are located on top of the bar. The touch-sensitive buttons include a power button, volume control, and a button that allows you to change the input. The bar's remote is the same as the one that comes with the Samsung HW-Q70R. It allows you to control all the functions of the soundbar, but it can't be used as a universal remote. The SmartThings app connects easily to the Samsung HW-Q70T soundbar. It allows you to control many of the bar's functions, and you can also use it to adjust the 7-band graphic EQ. However, it can't completely replace the remote because it lacks the center level and front top level adjustment buttons. This soundbar has an auto-off function that turns the bar off if no audio signal is detected for 18 minutes. It also has HDMI SEC support, so you can control the basic functions of the bar using your TV remote. Hope you enjoyed the video. You guys can initiate a discussion in the comment box if you have any different opinions about the contents in this video. Be the first to start the debate in the box below. Purchase links related to the products in this video are kept in description. We will be grateful if you could please make your next purchase from that link, as this will help us to grow our channel. Good morning, good evening and good night, whichever part of the world you are from. Don't forget to subscribe to stay connected. I will assure you to make quality and interesting videos in future. This is Jason Peter, signing off.